Before working with Sleep Science Academy, I was trying all sorts of, like internet sleep hacks, like reducing blue light. I was trying like meditation. Um, I was trying melatonin. All sorts of stuff that I thought would improve my sleep habits, but because I wasn't really, being mindful about like the way I was using these things, and I wasn't creating like good, a good mindset around sleep. None of these ended up working, and I was just really finding myself still struggling with going to bed early, setting those positive sleep habits, and setting myself up for a good night of sleep. I think the other things I tried didn't work for me because although I was trying all these other, I guess, touted like internet hacks that seemed to work for a lot of other people, I still had the same mindset around sleep. Like there's still a lot of stress about when I needed to go to bed. I still didn't fully understand my sleep issues. I wasn't um, thinking about my sleep in terms of planning out what are good sleep habits, how can I create a good mental landscape to be able to fall asleep. And I think those were creating a lot of additional stress and just really keeping me up further than I needed to be up. My sleep before working with Sleep Science Academy I was very much a night owl, which I would still consider myself a night owl, but like I think I've developed the tools to be able to function in a like non-night owl kind of sleep rhythm when it's necessary. But before I was very much a night owl. I would be like going to bed at like 2 or 3 a.m. And if I tried to go to bed earlier than that, I would just lie in bed awake, thinking about how I wasn't able to go to bed until it was around that time. I would finally just drift off. I'd be waking up at like 9 or 10, which with my new job that I'd started recently before I started working with Sleep Science Academy, that wasn't helping out. I needed to be awake earlier, and that was just continuing that cycle of stress. So yeah, I would just stay awake in bed for a long time, finally go to sleep at some kind of late hour, wake up at some late hour feeling not well rested, feeling groggy, feeling unprepared for the day. Yeah, I think that would describe my sleep habits before. My sleep now, I feel like after working with Sleep Science Academy, I really gained an element of control over my sleep that I didn't really know that I had. Before, I just kind of felt like my sleep was just kind of up to what my body decided when it decided, and it was fully out of my control. But I feel like I really have control now. And it's like I can still stay awake late if I wanted to on the weekends. But like now that I know what kind of habits that I need to gain a control over what my body does, when I need to go to bed early, I can go to bed early. I'm asleep within like half an hour of when I'm in bed, usually within like 15 minutes, which if you told that to pre-Sleep Science Academy me, like he would be shocked. And I'm getting my full 8 hours of sleep. I'm waking up every day feeling well rested. Um, yeah, I just feel so much more in control of my sleep patterns now. Um, with everyone, I feel like it'll be a little bit different. But my personal takeaway from the Sleep Science Academy was within that first week, I was immediately seeing improvements because with the specific aspects of the course that really benefited me, um, I was just immediately implementing those things in my life, and immediately seeing improvements. Um, yeah, and throughout those 8 weeks, like I started well from the beginning and I ended off well, and I couldn't be happier for what Sleep Science Academy had provided me and is continuing to provide me. My experience working with Sleep Science Academy has been a very positive one. Sleep Science Academy is very flexible. Everyone that I've spoken to in Sleep Science Academy has been very positive, encouraging. And I think that's really helpful because sleep can be such um, an area of insecurity for so many people who deal with sleep issues. And I think it's really helpful that like everything and everyone that I interfaced with through Sleep Sense Academy was very encouraging throughout the entire journey. And even if I had a couple bad nights where I like relapsed into my old habits, like I didn't feel like I was letting anyone down. I feel like I didn't feel like I was letting myself down. I felt like throughout the entire journey, I saw a goal at the end and I was just making small steps toward that goal and I achieved that goal. And so, yeah, very positive experience. Improving my sleep has improved my life in so many different ways. Just honestly being able to be, um, well rested and ready for the day every morning has been so impactful. Even on days when I'm tired and I feel like I may not have gotten the best sleep, it's not out of a place of, oh, I messed my own sleep schedule up and it's all my fault. Like, I feel like having a bad night of sleep and feeling the guilt of that being on you is just such a force that drags you down for the rest of the day. And I just feel so unconstrained by the stress and the guilt I had around my sleep schedule. And so I feel so much better prepared for the day. I feel like some of the things I learned, some of the mindset changes that I learned in Sleep Science Academy have also created positive mindset changes in other aspects of my life. I just, in general, feel like I have so much more control of so many things in my life that I feel like I didn't have control over because I feel like I wasn't meant to or able to have that control. And Sleep Science Academy really taught me about how much control I could have over my life. I would say that this program is really designed for anyone. I think the people who might benefit most from it are people who have had like recurring sleep issues, especially people who are like working professionals who like have a very specific schedule that they need to, get to. Like for me personally, going from a college lifestyle to like a working professional lifestyle with like a typical 9 to 5. Like I know I definitely needed to hear some of the things that I heard, but I think this is genuinely for anyone who feels like they aren't able to sleep, they aren't able to sleep fast. Um, Anyone who feels like they are currently dealing with some sort of sleep issue that feels out of their control. I think this is for you because it really will teach you that like you have so much more control than you think you do, and you are worthy and deserving of a fulfilling night of sleep. Something I would tell someone who's just starting their journey, I would say the goal is there, no matter what it looks like each day, no matter if you relapse into your old sleep habits, or no matter if you end up not having that good night of sleep. Just know that you're on the journey, and the fact that you've put yourself on the journey is all that matters. It's going to be small steps. It's going to be very baby steps sometimes, and it's going to sometimes feel like maybe you're not actually making those changes. But gaining that ultimate control, it's going to be a lot of work, both on your mind and on your body. And if you just keep your mind open and if you keep that drive to improve, you're gonna get there. And just know, like, you're gonna be patting yourself on the back and thanking yourself once you reach that goal. Like, once you get to that lifestyle of getting that good night of sleep, you are gonna be so happy and thankful to yourself that you were the one who put in all that hard work and you made those positive lifestyle choices. And you're going to be reaping the benefits. Just it's out there and you're going to be feeling so much better, and that's going to be all the work that you put in.